All right. I want to say all praises be to Abanawa Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakadash. Dub honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren. I came out there across the four winds and four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I'm proclaiming the downfall of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. So this video, to the spirit, rolling around my way. I just dropped my woman off, so-called woman off. In the spirit to do a video and buck up on this right here, man. This little spot, which is in the spirit, the sign says what? The end, or end. Which we at the end times, we in the end times, we at the end of the end times, man. So this sign is in the spirit, man. Because that's one of the main topics brothers go into is what? The end. The return at the end of Esau, Edom's rulership, and the return of our great King Yahweh Shai. Of which, that's the mainstay right there, because that's the main prophecies that we're looking for. End time prophecy, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, World War III, culminating in the simultaneous return of Yahweh Shai with the shooting off of those nuclear missiles. And these end times, the end, is something all the ancient prophets look forward to and was looking to do. Would look forward to and looking to see and looking to be a part of, man. So this is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 44. This is Ezra talking to the angel of the Lord. Then answered I and said, if I have found favor in thy sight, and if it be possible, and if I be meet therefore, show me then whether there be more past than there. Show me then whether there be more to come that is past, or more past than is to come. So Ezra was like, how much more time we have here, man, before the eternal kingdom of Israel under Yahweh Shai, man, under Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. How much more time we have under the dispensation of these heathen rulerships, man. And Ezra is known for that. He's known for crying unto the Lord about the heathen ruling up over Jake, man. He's like, how is this so? 2nd Ezra 6 and 54 goes into that. How is this so? If we the chosen people, you know what I mean, we the salt of the earth was created for our sake, why the hell these heathen ruling over us, man? And he's crying unto the Lord about that, man. Same with this precept, man, like, damn, how much longer? Same with us in these last days. We crying unto the Lord, how much longer that we have to spend with Esau ruling over us, with these so-called women having an advantage and rulership and usurping over us, man. But guess what? The time that we spent under this rulership of the heathen, under the black woman being out of order, so on and so forth, is more past than is to come, man. And this is over 2,000-3,000 years ago, man. Ezra is asking, and you're gonna hear the angel's answer. What is past I know, but what is for to come I know not. And he said unto me, stand up on the right side, and I shall expound the similitude unto thee. So I stood and saw, and behold, an hot burning oven passed before me. And it happened that when the flame was gone by, I looked, and behold, the smoke remained still. After this, there passed by before me a watery cloud, and sent down much rain with the storm. And when the stormy rain was past, and the drops remained still, then said he unto me, consider with thyself, as the rain is more than the drops, and as the fire is greater than the smoke. So he gave Ezra a similitude. You know what I mean? Basically, a parable, a similitude, or a metaphor onto which the time and times is likened onto it. So yeah, the storm has passed. We just in the time of the drops, man. The raindrops, man. The fire is gone. We're just in the time of the smoke. Basically, we in the end of the ages of these different heathen rulerships, man. Then said he unto me, 2nd Ezra 4 and 50, then said he unto me, consider with thyself, as the rain is more than the drops, and as the fire is greater than the smoke. but the drops and the smoke remain. Can't say, yeah, we, like the scripture, we yet this day in our captivity, book 3 and 8. Yeah, we still in our captivity. But guess what? It's soon over, man. Because the Lord has no pleasure in us being here in America, man. The Lord has no pleasure in us being in Trinidad, in the Virgin Islands, in Mexico, in Puerto Rico. The Lord has no pleasure in that, man. The Lord has pleasure in us being in the land of Israel, serving him, calling upon his name, keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's what the Lord has pleasure in. That's why, what did our Moses say unto Pharaoh? Let the children of Israel go that we may what? Serve the Lord in our land, man. Because the Lord had no pleasure in us in Egypt, man. Being living like the Egyptian, being under the Egyptians. The Lord has no pleasure in that, man. The Lord has pleasure in a brother from the tribe of Yehoiada, a brother from the tribe of Benjamin, a brother from the tribe of Loya, a brother from the tribe of Yeshashka, calling upon a name, so on and so forth. He has no pleasure in a Mexican eating pork tacos, man. A Negro eating shitlings. No, man, the Lord has no pleasure in that. You know what I mean? A so-called black, Hispanic, Native American man being an adulterer, being a drug dealer. The Lord has no pleasure in that, man. You know what I mean? That's death. The Lord has pleasure in you calling upon his name and keeping his ways, man. Believing on him. That's why the Lord is speeding up the time, man. Because that's what the Lord want to come to the time where, like the scripture says, it is the Lord's pleasure to give us the kingdom. The Lord want to come to the time where, yeah, we are pleasurable. We are pleasing in the sight of the Lord. Then said he unto me, consider with thyself, as the rain is more than the smoke, but the drops and the smoke remain behind, so the quantity which is past did more exceed. So basically the times past before us, and like I said, this is 2,000-3,000 years ago, is more past than is to come. The time that we have left is less, man. And like I always like to say too, man, time is on our side, brothers and sisters. Every day, every week, every year that passed by, yeah, we rounding out 2025. Guess what? We closer, man. Closer and closer, man. We're not going back in time. The prophecies is not getting slower and slower. We're not stalling. No. Every day, every week, every year that pass, it's closer and closer to the return of Yahweh Shai. It's closer and closer to the chip being made mandatory. It's closer and closer to the hot war in the Middle East, the full-fledged World War III. You understand? So just like, hey, and this is in Ezra's time, man. Like I said, 2,000-3,000 years ago. So how much more now? How much more now? Then I prayed and said, may I live, thinkest thou, until that time? Or what shall happen in those days? He answered me and said, as for the tokens whereof thou askest me, I may tell thee of them in part, but as touching thy life, I am not sent to shew thee, for I do not know it. So basically, yeah, what I told you is what I told you, man. Is what was given out to thee sufficient, man. And I started so run with that, deal with that, man. Same with us in these days and times, but guess what? We understand to the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai that these things are gonna happen in these times, man. And very, very soon, man. In the soon years to come. In the soon months to come, years to come. You understand? Though it tarry, wait for it, for it shall surely come and not tarry. Let me get that. Habakkuk. Because these are for sure the end of the end times, man. We don't have another 1,000 years. We don't have another 100 years. We in them times, man. The time of the return of our great King Yahweh Shai. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. And like I said, the main visions, the apostles always bring up, that we're looking for, the main prophecies is what? RFID chip being made mandatory. World War III, man. Two main prophecies. Jacob's trouble, you could throw Jacob's trouble in there. The economic collapse, so on and so forth. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. How it's going to speak? It's happening. Look at the news. The different geopolitical moves. Look what happened with Iran and Israel a month ago. That's a foreshadowing of what's to come. looks what happening with the digitization of currencies, man. All of these things have setting up the infrastructure for the RFID chip, man, which is going to be the new form of buying and selling in accordance with Revelation 13:16. So what? These are indeed the end of the end times, man. The end of the age of Esau, Edom. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. So though you feel like it's taking time, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, can it? So once this shit go full flesh, it's gonna be like the times that we were waiting for it is gonna be like a flash in the pan. It's like, damn, yeah, we was hoping Yahushua come back in 2010, 2015, 2020. But yeah, it's 2026 and Yahushua returned. That those days, the time we were waiting feel like a flash in the pan, man. And that's what it's gonna feel indeed, man. Even when we in the kingdom, it's gonna be surreal, man. It's gonna be surreal, man. It's gonna be, even I we can't explain it, man. Like Paul said, is on the things that he saw when he went up into the spiritual world is unlawful for men to speak, man. And I mean, it's kind of like the same thing with the kingdom, man. We imagine it, but it's beyond our imagination, man. It's beyond our thinking, man. So it's gonna be surreal to be in the kingdom, man. It's gonna be surreal, man. You understand? Super surreal, man. Because like I said, the Lord has no pleasure in us, him. And as I speak, is two northern kingdom. One that thinks she's a dude, and the other is a so-called beautiful woman, man. But they look to be a couple, man. That's madness, man. Super madness, you understand? The Lord don't have no pleasure in that. A beautiful woman with a woman that thinks she's a man. That's bugged up, man. But that's this world, man. This world is upside down, man. The Lord has. That's why, hey, this is the end, man. This is the end. This is the end. It's Acts chapter 1. Because in Acts it's Acts chapter 1 verse 6. When they therefore will come together, because this is after the resurrection of Yahushua came unto the disciples. When they therefore will come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? Can. So the disciples, they was looking for what? The kingdom of Israel, the eternal kingdom of Israel that was promised unto our forefathers going back, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Going back to the time of the covenants, man. Really going back to the genesis of creation, if you want to get deep. And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the fathers have put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me in both Jerusalem and in Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. What's the uttermost part of the earth? The Western Hemisphere, here in America. That's what we do. We witnesses of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, preaching the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And the scriptures tell you, this gospel shall be preached in all the world, which that's happening, man. The word is being preached in all the world, and then shall the end come. Which this is happening, man. The word is preached in the four corners of the earth. Was that Psalms 19:1? Through the YouTube, through the internet. And then shall the end come, man. Psalm chapter 19 verse 2. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night sheweth knowledge. That's the videos being posted up on the YouTube. Day in and day out. That's what the apostles always push, what? The spirit of pushing as much videos as you can. Even multiple videos a day, you know. Whatever your spirit to do, but the bare minimum is what? Three a week. The minimum, the standard, I should say, is 3 videos a week. But really push as much videos as you can in spirit. Link up with brothers if you have the ability to do so. Camp throughout the week. If we have the Tuesday, Thursday camp, brothers able to make it up. Camp, man. You understand? Because it ain't nothing better, really and truly, than pushing the truth. We know we have our little bullshit shit to do. Deal with your woman, your family, your children, work. And that gobbles up most of our time, so to speak. But hey, this truth always belongs a priority, same way. Because we just do the bullshit to get by, to survive. But ultimately, our focus Our treasure, our vision is in heaven, is in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in His truth, serving the Lord. Psalm chapter 19 verse 3, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Can, because you can what? Translate on the YouTube to these different languages, man. So people in a Jake in Uganda, a Jake in Russia, man, a Jake in Brazil, they could translate what brothers are saying and understand it for themselves, man. Any time of day. Their line is gone their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them had He set a tabernacle for the sun. So this is the tabernacle for the sun is what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. This is the top knowledge on the planet. Top wisdom on the planet. And what? It's going out day in and day out, man. Through the internet, through the YouTube, man. You understand? And they say what? Then shall the end come, man. The scriptures tell you. This gospel shall be preached throughout the world, and then shall the end come. So we know what? We in the end of the end times, man. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Another way we know that what? Esau, Edom is in rulership. Let me get that real quick. Esau, Edom being the so-called white man, the so-called Caucasian. He's in rulership. And he is slated to be in rulership at the end of the end times. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9. Straight to the point. For Esau is the end of the world, the end of the age. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Jacob, starting with Yahweh Shai, King David on down, 144,000, is the beginning of it that follow it. Understand? Romans 13 and 11. Now it's high time to wake out of sleep for what? Our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. So yeah, like I started on the video and said, yeah, more like Ezra's asked and inquired, more has passed than is to come. Time is on our side, man. Time is on our side, because, hey, that was 2,000-3,000 years ago. How much more now, man? How much more time now, man? And when we there in the kingdom, it's going to be like, yo, this time that we spent on this side, under the rulership of the so-called white man, is going to be like a flash in the pan. It's going to be like a dream that flies away when you wake up from that sleep, man. So that's the times that we're in. That's the spirit that we're in, the end of Esau's rulership and the beginning of Yahweh Shai's rulership, the rulership of Jacob. Hey, so that, hope you brothers and sisters were edified and uplifted and encouraged. Going to say all praises be to Abanawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harakak Dash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the elect. Kwame Asha Allah. Abad Mubal. Shalom.